Alright. I did not buckle my chin strap. You freaking dumbass. So I'm going to be pulling around the corner and fastening my chin strap, and then we'll get going again. Alright, so here we go again. Oh, scaring the horses, damn it. I didn't want to do that. What's up everybody, it's Skunk72 coming at you from sunny-ish, well, over there, blue skies, California. Not so much over that way. They had rain forecasted for today, but they no longer have it forecasted, so we'll see what happens. This may end up sucking, but I'm off and I want to go for a ride. So what I'm doing today is testing a couple of different things. I was able to shoehorn my old Sony microphone into my helmet, even though I don't like that I can feel it touching my face. But it's the one that I had to get rid of when I first got my GoPro Hero 4 because of crackling sounds. So we'll see what it does with this setup. The other thing is I did a firmware downgrade on my Sena to version 1.6.2, I believe, which I saw on Two Wheeled Obsessions page that's how to get rid of the crackling sound on the Sena GP10 audio pack. Just wanted to make sure I was recording because that would just be the topper on how my day is going. And I gotta check engine light, which is usually not a big deal. I mean, I get that occasionally. I'll have a cylinder that runs rich for like just a moment, and then my my Thundermax will just fix it right away, and when I check it, it comes up as a historic code. So I'm sure we're fine. But anyway, that 1.6.2 software on the Sena GP10 audio pack is supposed to take care of that crackling that I had from the last one. So once again, I'm running dual audio, and we'll see how this works out. Also, I never ended up posting the time warp video that I took on my last ride that I said I was going to put at the end. I didn't add it to the video because I was in the wrong settings, and it was in 4x3 mode, and it was 4x3 mode, and it was in 1440, and I usually film in 1080 and 16:9, so I just didn't want to have the black bars on the sides of the screen. And to be honest with you, I don't have any music on the computer that I could have set the time warp to, and it just would have been boring because it would have just been silent. So I just decided not to put it up. Some of the complaints I've been seeing about the GoPro 7 are in the GoPro community forum. I took a look at that. People are complaining about the battery life, which, yeah, I wasn't real happy with how quick the battery went down on that first run. But with any new product, if you get it right out of the bat, you know, right as soon as it's released, there's always going to be little glitches. Always. Every product. So I'm not going to stress over it. I'm sure they're going to fix the battery life issue when they do a firmware upgrade. Every camera's had problems right out of the chute. It's not a big deal. They will fix it. The other problem that I was reading about was the GoPro Quick Capture, where you just push the one button on the top to get it to start recording. From what they say on GoPro is it does not work when you have an external mic connected. I don't know if that's why my audio went bad last time. I really don't know. So we're not using the quick capture today. I went ahead and powered the camera on and then hit record. We're testing out the new mics, and hopefully one of these will work out great and I'll be happy with the audio, and then I won't have to go get a digital voice recorder, because I just really don't want to spend the money on it. A decent one is about $100. Which, you know, it'd be a different story if I could still monetize, and, you know, once they sent me $100 I could get a digital recorder to make my channel better, but, you know, y'all know how that story goes. So a couple of videos ago, when I did my introduction of Harley Davidson of Sena, Clarita, I know I talked the store up a little bit, and I've been in there just a couple more times since then. And, you know, honestly, things are changing there. I'm very impressed with their store. Tabitha in the parts department, that girl is awesome. She will get you whatever you need for your bike. I don't remember the girls' names over in the clothing department, but they are so nice and they help you out with everything. They'll find anything for you. You walk in the door there, now as soon as you walk in, you're greeted by somebody sitting at the front desk. The salespeople are friendly, and I know I mentioned that Robert Patrick from the movie Terminator 2, he played the T1000 Terminator. He was actually the bad guy in that one. I pointed out that he was a part owner in, I'm assuming, both Glendale Harley and Harley Davidson and Santa Clarita now, since they're kind of their same ownership. And I was honestly thinking that he was more of one of those silent investors that probably just put money into it but didn't really have a hand in anything. Man, was I wrong. He is at the store all the damn time, overseeing things, make sure everything's going well. And let me tell you, last time I was there, it was me and my wife. We had to go pick up our kids from school, and there wasn't enough time to go home, but it was too early to go sit out there at the school and wait, because I have zero patience. I can't sit around for very long and wait. So Harley store is on the way to the school. I said, hey, let's just go walk around the new Harley store. You can check it out since you haven't been there since they changed over. And she agreed. Well, wouldn't you know it, Robert Patrick was there, which, like I said, I hear he's there all the time. Dude comes out of his office when he sees us to introduce himself, welcome us to the store, shake hands. Just such a cool dude. And I know I told you guys in my 3 things that you didn't know about me thing that I used to bodyguard celebrities, so I don't get starstruck. In fact, a lot of the celebrities I've dealt with are just the biggest assholes in the world. So the fact that you've been in movies does absolutely nothing for me. So the reason I'm pointing that out is because I'm telling you how cool this guy was. So it's not a, oh my god, he's a celebrity, he has to be cool. It's not about that at all. He's just a cool, down-to-earth guy. You can sit and have a conversation with him. And one thing I think is very cool is there's a POW MIA chair. It's got the POW logo on it, and it's like a dedication chair. It's one of those things that gets like the red ropes put around it. Nobody's allowed to sit on it, and it's a tribute to POWs and people that are missing in action. He did one, I want to say, at the VFW. I think it's VFW. I'm not absolutely positive with that. It's one of the local places in Santa Clarita. But they did this chair dedication. There's a chair there at the VFW, and then he said he plans on putting one at Harley Davidson of Santa Clarita. And like I said, it will be off in the corner. It will be roped off. Nobody's allowed to sit in it. You know, that just means a lot to me. because although I was not military myself, my whole family was, and I've had some friends that came back from combat and they're not in the same condition that they were in when they left. So I have the utmost, well, how perfect timing. Look at that American flag blowing in the wind. Perfect timing. I'm a very patriotic person and I have nothing but respect for our military. And if I could go back and change the decision I made when I was a teen, just out of high school, I would go back and change it, and I would go ahead and join. I did talk to recruiters, I just never signed on the dotted line. Not that I can change that now. But again, Robert Patrick, just cool guy. He loves America and has respect for the military. Just, I'll say I hope one day I can ride with that guy. And I'm praying that I get good audio out of this, because this, well, going for a ride is never a waste of time. I don't want my video to be a total waste. If any of you guys were fans of Space Pod when he still did his motovlogs, he unfortunately stopped. I really enjoyed him. I wish he would have kept doing it, but I don't know, something to do with work and his hours were changing. He just didn't have time for it anymore. But you know, it's all good. You do you, bro. But this was one of his favorite roads to be on. It's definitely a fun one. It can be dangerous at times though. People like to take these turns too fast and can't stay on their own side of the road. This is a very popular biker road on the weekend. There's just nothing but bikes out here. Which unfortunately means this is where they do the crackdowns when they're doing the motorcycle safety, where they go out and they pull over motorcyclists. I don't want to say it's only motorcyclists. They'll pull over people that are driving their cars in a dangerous way that's dangerous to motorcyclists, and they'll also stop motorcyclists that are driving in an unsafe manner. I know they always do it around here at the very start of motorcycling season, which, not that there's really a motorcycling season here, we ride all year round here. It would be great if this software on the GP10, well actually the software on my Sena connecting to the GP10, if it fixes all the issues that I've had with the audio on it, and I could just get rid of the mic in my helmet, that would be freaking amazing. Then I can put the waterproof door back on the new GoPro and not worry about it. I could get rid of this, which side is on, this big old brick right here. I hate that thing. Look at that, I mean, it blends in with my helmet because it's black, so it's not that big of a deal. But I don't know, I just don't like it. This is my first experience with it since I didn't have a Hero 6 or a Hero 5. This is such a fun road. I can see why people get a little wild on it, a little whiskey throttle. I don't ride this one as much as I ride Soledad, so I don't know where every turn is, and some of these are blind turns, so I'm gonna be in a good boy right now. thing I gotta learn how to do, I noticed from watching my video off of that camera, that I have a habit of leaning my head the opposite way of what I'm turning. And I don't know why I do that. I don't know how I got started in that bad habit. But, you know, I don't think it's going to be real easy to break the habit, but I hope I can kind of make a conscious effort to pay attention. I said in a previous video that I'm trying to work on the small stuff that we learned at like MSF course and stuff like that, that I noticed that I really kind of just started developing some bad habits due to complacency. Now, anybody that knows the area, this is the former Big Oaks Lodge. This was a common place for everybody to stop for lunch on the weekends when they were on their weekend rides out here on this road. Which, as you can see, it's no longer here. It's a couple weeks ago. It burned to the ground, unfortunately. It's really a cool spot. Run. A lot of them on their way out. You know, a couple people had beers while they were here, but we won't talk about that. But it's just a shame. It was a really cool restaurant. I'm hoping they're going to rebuild. But we will see. And hopefully, shutting the bike off will clear that error code, because my Thundermax should have taken care of whatever was causing it. Which, like I said, it's gonna be the rear cylinder was running rich for a moment. Oh, cool, blind curve on both sides. It's fun. Whoa. Keep forgetting the case on the Hero 7. It actually gets in the way of my face shield, so I have to move the camera a little bit if I'm going to open or close the face shield. So I think what I will do is ride up here a little bit further, maybe to the reservoir, and then I'm going to put the camera into the time warp mode again with the settings done properly, and I'll come back down using time warp, and then maybe I can find some music to set it to. I don't know, I'll go through like the YouTube free music section to see if maybe I can find something. And something decent, because you know, a lot of the stuff on there was just not really very useful, but we'll see. Ooh, plug in a little bit. I'll go ahead and call the vlogging portion of this ride quits for today. I'm already probably much longer vlog than I would want it to be, but that just seems to be my way, and I don't think it's going to change. So if the time warp works out and I can find some music, I will be putting that up in a separate video. So go ahead and look out for that if you're into that sort of thing, and if not, it is what it is. So, rubber side down, shiny side up. I'll catch y'all next time.